I saw you catch the left rear there on the wall. Was that the only issue, or was there more?
No, I haven't had the speed all weekend. I don't have another answer for you. We've been slow. We haven't gotten better. I go any quicker and I'm bouncing off the walls. So we don't have it right now.
Firestone blacks or reds, it didn't matter. Just the setup just hasn't been there for you.
No, we're not very good with either or.
All right, it's going to be a tough weekend for Pato to dig out of the hole that he's in now. Well, Hinch, you got to think so after the weekend they'd been having so far. Disappointed not to get to the Fast 6 here, the Fast 12. Speak about your weekend and then the craziness that was out there just then.
Yeah, I mean, we've had a solid weekend. I've been very proud of the guys, and this qualifying session's not indicative of our pay. I mean, we had plenty. Even when the Kirkwood spun, we were up. I was up on my 4 from earlier today, so it was plenty good. And the guy spins, can't complete your lap. We just, unfortunately, I think where we were in pit lane really hosed us today, and because both of those sequences, the guys that were at the front were able to complete their laps, and so. That is what it is. It's mightily frustrating. On the one lap we did get, I went into 6th. The car bottomed on the entry, which I've not had all weekend, costing about 2/10, and that was it. So, but I'm super disappointed because even on the red lap there that we didn't even get tire temp in, it was plenty to advance, and Kirkwood spins and it's over. So. I just, on a weekend like this, all I could hope for was a little lady luck, too, in qualifying. And it becomes amateur hour once qualifying comes. And on the officiating, too, the 29 car, caused the red, we firmly believe. They don't call it on them. They call it on the 10, which was an incident after the 29. They have no explanation for that. It's just super frustrating. I mean, it is what it is, but to start 13th and 14th for Jack and I is not acceptable. Given the pace that we've had this weekend. So I'm pretty upset, for sure.
I know. And given the fact that you don't get the luck, you have put in the work. This team showed up this weekend. You guys have done a lot.
Yeah, you're not going to win from 14th here, though, so without a bunch of luck. And, and I do think we had a car to win. I think we had a car right there. I could feel it, man. Even on that, like I said, that red lap, I didn't even get tire temp in, and I was shocked, at how competitive it was for the first flyer. And so... it's just fascinating. I mean, some guys have a lot of luck. It seems like our team doesn't. And I hope Christian can motor on into the Fast 6. We definitely have the cars capable to do it. But I guess, for us, we just got to... Maybe today wasn't our lucky day, but maybe tomorrow is. So, God knows. We'll see.
Not today. Dylan?
I don't even know how to ask you this question. I mean, can you believe your luck again that it bites you guys in qualifying?
Man, I guess, I should know that you must update in the top 6 every time because this can happen. So, yep. Just had to be more on toes. It's crazy, but had a really fast car again, and it is crazy. It's 3 races in a row. We've been like P2 in practice before qualifying, and then like 19th or between 15th and 19th or 20th. So, frustrating, man. Frustrating. Definitely had the car. Even was on a lap. Got to turn 6 and was up 4/10. So would have got us through, but that's also a result of bad qualifying, is that you're at the back, so you're behind everyone. So if someone creates a red, you're not across the line. So, it just keeps adding up. So we'll see. Obviously, we've had some great races from the back, and just got to do it again, unfortunately.
Well, that's what I mean is, unfortunately, you have had some experience this year having to come from the back, but what kind of challenge will that be coming from 16th tomorrow here?
It's definitely a track known for a lot of mayhem, so who knows? I mean, try to keep out trouble, and once again, try get in the top 10, not try to lose too much points-wise, and see how we go. So frustrating, man. I can't tell you how frustrating it is, especially when guys at the front, like guys you're racing the championship, are up there every week, and this is making our job so tough, especially with a fast car. So got to be on it next time. I'll be on it.
They do have a fast car, though, but some work to do for willpower tomorrow.
Yeah, so, I mean, it was a solid lap leading up to turn 6. I mean, I think we would have transferred definitely with that, and I just got a little bit too wide out of 6. It's one of those situations you get one lap and that's it, and you don't really know what you have, and you just got to have a lot of faith in what the car is going to give you based on their feeling from the beginning portion of that lap, and I probably just had a little bit too much pain, and caused me to go wide. Touched the wall in turn 6, toe link was broken, I think, from there, and I just tried to manage it through turn 8, and that's where that spin came from. So super unfortunate. We definitely would have transferred, definitely would have had a better qualifying, but at least we know he got a fast race car for tomorrow.
Great, thanks.
Who, as you guys said, turned in his best qualifying effort of his IndyCar career. I know you probably had a little more left in it there, maybe felt like you did, but how would you evaluate the speed you guys have in preparation for tomorrow?
Obviously, they're happy to transfer out of our group. Our group was pretty stacked with a lot of strong guys, so to transfer through, I think, was strong. But then, locking up on used reds the first time in the Fast 12, with cold tire, and just one of those things. But then rejoining the track out of turn 2, there's no light, there's no marshal, there's nobody to let us know it's clear. We can't see. At the end of the day, it's something we talked about and something that needs to be improved for when we come back. But, hugely happy for our number 29, Andretti Steinbrenner, bit by Honda. It was strong. We know there was a lot more in it than that, but happy to be starting in the top 12 for tomorrow.
Yeah, and obviously it's your home race too. It's a nice bonus. So how much are you feeding off of the energy? There's a lot of folks actually back here right behind your pit box that were making some noise and cheering for you earlier.
No, it's amazing, soaking it all in. As I said, most of my support comes from here, from Toronto, a lot of my sponsors and everything's like that, and so much family here to support me. So it's great to get our best qualifying result, and looking forward to going out tomorrow and getting into the top 10. Who knows, maybe more.
That's right. That's Devlin DeFrancesco. He'll roll from 12th tomorrow, Dave.
Dylan standing by with Felix Rosenqvist, who's been having a really, really good weekend. What happened on that qualifying session there? Did you get the most out of it you could?
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe went a bit too early on the lap. Didn't seem like I had much left on the final lap, so I think it's always about bringing the tires in on the right lap. And I thought I had a good lap, to be honest. It wasn't any mistakes. It was a pretty sporty one, but it just wasn't. It was 1/10 away from Fast 6, so it was a shame because we had a set of new reds waiting to go into Fast 6 when we took that gamble in Q1, so it would have been fun to let those one go in the Fast 6. But anyways, it's a good position to start the race, so not too bummed.
The weekend so far, how would you assess it when you were in flat out Q trim?
No, I think we're good. We've been competitive every session. Normally we're a bit stronger in qualifying, but yeah, the cars felt good. It's a tricky track. It's all about having confidence, and sometimes you're in the window, sometimes you're a bit out. You have to be very alert with the track evolution and all that. But no, I think it's been good so far, man. I think we can do some good damage from P8.
Looking for good things from the 7 car tomorrow.
So how would you evaluate the lap that you were able to put together out there?
Not great. I think, all practice sessions we've been right up there, and also Q1 we were faster, so we had more speed than P9, but I didn't really get a good lap there in Q2. I felt like didn't hook it up as good as I could, and in this category that's enough to get bumped out. So yeah, a bit disappointing.
It was a balance issue, not necessarily couldn't find clean racetrack or anything like that?
More a driver issue, I would say. So, but we rebound. P9 is still a decent place to start from, and we're strong in the races. So we work on it tomorrow in warm up, and then go out and fight in the race.
All right, thanks, Marcus.
Just missed it right there. Where can you find it? Do you know where it was?
It was on the new tires. Yeah. I didn't have them. I was the only one on the old reds, and yeah, good lap.
And what does that tell you about the race tomorrow?
I think we're in a good position. I was P1 on the blacks to start with in that run, and that means we had good pace for that. But yeah, once we go out on the reds, honestly, the only thing that worries me is a bit the tyre deck. So we'll see, but hopefully with the tyre, when the track rubbers up a bit, it should be better.
Rookie that continues to impress, guys.
I know you felt like maybe left a little bit on the table there. Is that right?
Yeah, the first lap I kind of messed up, maybe trying to judge some traffic there, and had to bail on that. And I think it kind of altered the run a little bit, and then I over-attacked 6, drove in a little too deep, picked up some understeer, and kind of lost about 1/10 and a half. I think looking at my splits, I was up maybe 2.5 tenths on that till I got to that corner. But all in all, great weekend for Chip Ganassi Racing. I think all the cars are really fast. Obviously, we've had some problems. Feel bad for the 10-car group. Their altercation this morning, and then obviously some loss of power there towards the end. But yeah, we can win from here. That's the main thing. Congrats to Colton, but we're going to be giving everything tomorrow, man.
This race or this racetrack, you have to attack so much. We've seen lots of guys with issues this weekend. How does everybody rope that in for 85 laps tomorrow but still push like you need to?
Yeah, that is the tricky part about most of the street courses. This one, is pretty, technical and very easy. All the time, the best grip is right against the wall, so the closer you get, the faster you go, and it's a hard one to kind of judge. But, yeah, it's going to be a attrition race tomorrow, I think, with some cautions here and there. Unlike, maybe what we saw at Mid-Ohio, how they had a caution and just kind of let it go. I don't know if you'll be able to here just with the confines that we have. So we'll keep our head down, man, and hopefully we can get that PNC Bank Honor number 9 on the podium.
He's got a good starting spot for sure for tomorrow. Scott Dixon rolling off from second.
Fun, didn't he, Kevin? David Malukas giving us a little bit of a thrill there at the end. What was it like behind the wheel?
Oh yeah, it was a good fun from segment 1 all the way to Fast 6. The team did such an incredible job with all the decisions that we did. The car wasn't perfect, and through all of it, I tried my best. And I mean, like I just told you earlier, I'm more exhausted than any race. Qualifying, everybody here is just so talented, and you got to push it all the way to the edge. So I pushed it, and I gave the team the feedback, and they made all the right decisions with the setup from each run. And at the end, I think we made the wrong mistake on tire, which one to use. But also, I think my rerun, I still need to work on that. But overall, I'm so happy.
As you pushed it to the edge, was there a point where you went, oh, that was so much close to being over?
Oh yeah, and there's you can with the alt start finish line, the way it is in Churn 8, you can choose and decide which lap you want to give up and which one you want to commit. And in segment 2, I really committed on just one lap, and I was like so nervous on if we were going to make it, and we did. But there's so many moments where I thought I was going to hit the wall, especially right here in this last corner. It's a spicy one, but overall, yeah, it was very good.
Or not, but for a great cause. David Malukas, a top 5 qualifying run, Dylan.
Run for Joseph Newgarden. He'll start 3rd tomorrow, and it's hard out there. You got to push, and you got to push hard all the time, and sometimes things happen, and you end up 3rd, right? So tell me about your lap.
Yeah, it was a good recovery from our crew. They put a whole new engine in this thing really fast after that second session, and the car was great. It was really great, and I felt on that Fast 6 lap that we were on a good one, a really good one, and then I ended up messing up in T6. I overcooked the entry, tried to recover all of it on the exit, ended up touching the wall, and then it was kind of unraveled at that point. But I think if I nail the lap from 6 onwards, I think you're in the pole conversation there. We were tracking for about a 59.2, 59.1 maybe. So I felt really good about it. Really pleased with these guys. They did an amazing job. And so with Hitachi and Team Chevy, I think we've got something to fight with tomorrow. I'm really encouraged by that. Just always disappointing to not fully get it done.
Well, and to not have the full practice too, is that concerning at all? Do you feel like you guys are where you need to be as far as knowing what you need for the race tomorrow?
Yeah, no, I think all we sacrificed was Q running, really, and understanding what was going to happen right now. So, I don't think we're behind for the race necessarily, but maybe that cost us a spot or two, just over pushing, trying to catch up.
All right, Joseph Newgarden's got a good race car, and he'll go from 3rd tomorrow.
You talked to me all weekend about how much you liked this race car. Weren't sure what it would do in qualifying. It did the right things.
Yeah, that was as an intense session. We hadn't really found that time until right at the end. Yeah, I was really happy with that lap. It all kind of came together. Car was working brilliantly. And you don't usually see that where a lot of guys are able to go faster on the used reds than the new. So something to think about for tomorrow, but I'm happy with my Gamebridge Honda. It's really fast right now.
Right, you'll have the engineers scratching their heads on that. What's good, reds or blacks for tomorrow. But you behind the wheel today, what was that like? I mean, you knew that you had a possibility here and you put it together.
It's always nice when you get to drive a race car that can get there if given the right circumstances, and thank you. And yeah, we put it all together. Car is amazing, team's amazing. Take it a Honda 1-2, which is awesome, and yeah, ready for tomorrow.
All right, Colton Herta, he gets the P1 award.
Lineup for tomorrow's Honda Indy Toronto.
Your pick on pole, Townsend.
Well, sometimes the sun shines.
Great to see 2 Andretti Autosport cars up there.
And Dixon pumped. I mean, Dixon is pumped for the performance of his race car, pumped for his starting position. And, I mean, Malukas, what else is there to say? What a rookie season from the young American. The team is gelling. He's gelling as a driver. You got McLaughlin on a great season as well, also starting in the top 6.
Great run from Callum Ilott there. Christian Lundgaard as well, the Rahal Letterman Lanigan squad. That's got to be their best qualifying position of the season for sure. And all 4 of the Andretti Autosport cars in the top 12 with Devlin DeFrancesco having his best start.
I'm excited, Kevin, to see what Graham Rahal does. It looks like he has a great race car. He has great racecraft, makes good decisions in chaos. Excuse me. And this will be chaos tomorrow. Toronto always is.
Look at 2 championship contenders back there together in row 8. Pato, O'Ward, and Will Power.
How about teammates? Pagenaud and Castroneves there side by side. Sato, got to think his race car is going to be pretty good with the speed of Malukas. And Palou, Kirkwood, have to wonder what could have been.